Hey dolls, this is your fairy lash mother coming to you today to just show you a couple of things that I use in my spa room. And this is what I use every day for lashes. So, just to get things going. And you know, a lot of times when you first start, you don't have to have the most expensive things. If you can afford to get those things, that's great. But a lot of times you are learning what you need and what you like to use. So these are some key elements or some key items that you need to have when you start your lash extension business. Number one, you have to have a consultation form. So this consultation form is going to get the name, the address, the phone number, the email, also the preference of time, a day that the client would like to come in. It's going to ask you and let you know how they heard about you. Was it on the website? Was it a magazine? Was it a Google web search? Did somebody refer them? Have they ever had eyelash extensions before? What brand was used? Have they worn eyelash extensions in the last 60 days? Do they perm or tint their lashes? Are they having eyelash extensions for a special occasion? Do you wear contact lenses? Do you habitually pick, rub, or pull your lashes for any reason? Have you been treated recently for any type of eye infection or disease? Have you had laser surgery? The consultation form, that's a whole nother separate video that I just thought about. I should probably do, but you need to understand who your client is. What do they need from you, and what do you need to give them in the form of lash extensions? Now, some people may not be great candidates for eyelash extensions, such as someone who is just finishing up chemotherapy, someone who has alopecia, someone who is a lash, they pick their lashes. There may not be enough lashes for you to give them eyelash extensions. So you really want to do a really good consultation with your client to make sure that they are the best candidate for eyelash extensions. And just leave me a message in the bottom if you'd like to go over the consultation form and talk more in depth, because I could do a video on just the consultation form, the one that I use. It's a couple of pages long. So the first page gets information. There's a page that releases, it's a waiver, limited liability, so that they know what they're getting, that they're getting eyelash extension adhesive that's going to be close to the eye. And another one gives permission to post pictures, and that also that they have given you all the information about their known medical condition, so they can't come back and bite you in the butt, okay? And then on the last part of it, this is a aftercare. So I use this. I also have a card that I email to, that I text to them. So I text them an aftercare card, as well as have them sign the back of this form that has their aftercare instructions on it. So this form I like. And what I say to the client is, you know, hey, you may or may not have had lash extensions before, depends on who the client is. But this, you probably know everything that's on this form, but this form lets me know that I let you know, right? And so just read each statement and initial by it, and then sign and date at the bottom. If you have any questions, we can talk about it once you finish filling out this form, okay? So that's how I do that. So just to kind of go over what my script is when I have a new client in my space is, Hey, so what I'm gonna do, I'm Lisa. I'm the one that's gonna be taking care of you today. What I like to do is have you fill this form out. It's a book, but it's gonna give you a lot of good information as well as give me everything that I need to make sure that you're a good candidate for lash extensions. Just fill out as much as you can. If you have any questions at all, then we could talk about that once you finish everything and go through it, okay? Right before we start your lashes, I can definitely answer any questions, as well as during the service, I can answer any questions. Done. Then I walk away, because if you stand there with the client, they will start asking you a ton of questions. So walk away, peek in on them every few minutes to make sure that they're done. This form that I have, it typically takes about 3 minutes for them to fill out. So I kind of step away, go wash my hands, go get a drink of water, use the bathroom, whatever, just so that I'm out of their space and they can fill this form out. Okay, so consultation form is number one. Number two, the next thing that I do is I ask them, when was the last time that you wore mascara? And was it waterproof or was it water soluble? That's gonna tell me a couple of things. It's gonna tell me what the condition of their lashes are. Once I look at their lashes, I can look at their lashes and see the condition according to the type of mascara that they use. Waterproof mascara is going to pull their lashes out. So they may not have as many lashes as they normally do. Water soluble mascara is not going to be as bad, but no matter what type of mascara the client uses, you know, the mascara pulls the lashes out. And what happens when you can't get your mascara out, you start pulling your lashes, and your natural lashes are so delicate that they're pulling out lashes. So I can kind of tell that the client is going to have a lot of growth after we do this set, because they're not going to be applying mascara to their lashes. So I ask that question, and then I let them know I'm going to clean your lashes. Now, what I use is the Christianthe EyelashCleanse. I use this because it's ophthalmologist approved and it has tea tree in it, so it tingles and it actually helps with any type of bacteria or any blepharitis or any type of unhealthy thing that's going on with their eyes. I'm trying to just talk in layman terms because I want you to be able to communicate this to the client. I use this brand, like I said, because it is ophthalmologist approved. I love it. I also sell this brand to the client, but I use this on every single client prior to me starting their lashes. It also is a primer, so it primes the lashes. It pulls all the oil, all the dirt off the lashes, and it allows the application of the adhesive and the lash extension to stay as long as possible. So it helps with retention. And then I have this brush that I use to clean the lashes. So I basically, once you shake this up, you can just pump out 3 squirts, and then you take it in a downward motion on the lashes, okay? And then you can kind of take it across the top of the lid. You want to take it out because you're cleaning all of the debris, any makeup, any mascara, anything that's close to the lash line. And so you're cleaning all of that off with that brush. And then I have my distilled water. So I actually, in this, I have distilled water, and I have, and I have saline solution. So what I did is I did 50-50. So I did 50% water, 50%, you know, saline solution, so that I could help to cleanse off. And this is what I rinse the lashes with. The saline, it also helps. It opens up the hair follicle and it allows for good adhesion. Now, if you warm this a little bit, it will help open the hair follicle even more. And it actually kind of pulls all the extra oils and whatnot off of the lashes. So I use this afterwards. And then I have my eye pad that I use, that I put under the eyes, right? Now, I haven't used glue rings in a very long time for adhesive. I find I'm left-handed, and woo, southpaws, what's up, what's happening, southpaws? I find that it's a little tricky for me. So I always have to find new ways to do things that are better. And what I find is that the closer you have the adhesive to the lash placement, the better adhesion you have. The closer you have the adhesive to where you're gonna place the lashes, which is the lash line, of course, the better the adhesion, the longer the retention. So what I do is I take a little piece of tape, bloop. Now remember, the client is laying back. I place the tape right on the forehead, and then I have these glue wells. I don't know, can you see? Oh, there you go, you can see a little bit. I have these glue wells. See that? They're just little plastic glue wells. And I take this and I just put it right on their forehead, right? So the client is laying back, and I have this on her forehead, and I actually take my two-sided tape and I put it on my hand. Now, this is where I put my lash strip. I put my lash strip right here on my hand. And so when I'm lashing, everything is in close proximity. What I found is when I first started lashing, I would sometimes have the lash in my hand and the glue ring on my finger, and I would go into the glue ring, and the distance just sometimes seemed to be a little far because the glue ring is on the opposite hand that you're lashing on, and sometimes the adhesive will cure in the air. A lot of lash techs talk about adhesion. It's not always the glue. It's not always the temperature in your room. I believe that in the beginning, everything starts with you. You have to start with your basic steps. And one of the basic steps is, how close is the glue to where I'm gonna place the lash? And is it a good flow for me, right? It has to be a good flow for you. So that's how I place my glue, and my adhesive, my glue, adhesive, adhesive, glue, glue, adhesive, adhesive, glue, glue, adhesive, adhesive, glue, glue, adhesive, adhesive, glue, 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 glue. Yeah, a little sound, a little song. And that's how I place my lashes, okay? Now, I also have my mirror, right? To look under the lashes and see what I'm doing and make sure that the sets are even. I am an artist. I lash artistically. So I go through the lashes. I don't put numbers. I put the different lengths on my hand, and I remember the type of lashes that I put where. I know that I start on the outer end of the lash all the time. And when I go to this eye, I'm gonna start on the outer end of the lash and I'm gonna work my way in. And so when I lash, I do a fence. I start with the fence and I continue to build fences through the lashes. I lash from left eye to right eye all the time. My system is exactly the same every single time. The only difference is the curl, the diameter, the length. That is the only difference in the way that I lash, but I have a system. But this is a mirror that you need to check your lashes underneath to make sure that they're even, right? Now, I have a couple of different tweezers. I have a 45-degree tweezer, right? I have a 90-degree tweezer. Or wait a minute, maybe that's different. I think it's the other way. I think this, no, that's right. Yeah, this is 90. The other one is 45, I think. Yeah, I call it the L tweezer. The L tweezer and the other one. And then the J, right? And straight tweezers. Now, I use the J and the L tweezers. These are the ones that I use. I use the L to pick up and I use the J to isolate. And again, like I said, I am left-handed and that's just the way that I isolate. I've used so many different sets of tweezers. I've used them in different combinations, but this is the best working set for me. I can also use the 45-degree tweezers to isolate, but I always use the L tweezers to pick up and to place. And it doesn't matter if I'm doing volume lashes or if I am doing classic lashes. These are the tweezers that I use, and those are the functions that I use them for. Now, there are some people who, they will say, "Oh, girl, clutch my pearls. I cannot believe that you don't know what the names of them are, or that you are using this tweezer for that or that tweezer for that." Listen, I make pretty decent money. 6 figures. Listen, I can use any tweezers I want. You can use any tweezers that you want. Don't let somebody stop you from making your money or being comfortable. As long as you are not sticking lashes together, use whatever tweezers work for you. You know, use whatever tweezers work for you. If you're left-handed, if you're right-handed, use whatever tweezers work for you. A lot of people train and they use the straight tweezers to isolate, right? What I found is these tweezers, okay, so this is the finger, right? Okay, so watch. So they just isolate, and you can place it, if you place it down on the lash, You have to go so far in between the lashes that I find I put too much pressure on the pad. I like these tweezers and the J tweezers because they're already bent down. So when I go to isolate lashes, it's already curved down. So I barely have to touch the pad to isolate the lashes, right? And also, I isolate when I'm on the left side. My left side is my dominant side that I work on. So because I'm left-handed. So I isolate on my left hand. So I do the proper isolation technique, right? On my right side, I actually pull the lashes. So I use one tweezer to pull the lash back away from the one that I'm gonna place it on. So you can lash any way you want to, right? It's your own private experience with your client. Don't get stressed out by all of these different to-dos on how you have to lash in order for your lashes to look great, right? You cannot look at somebody's lashes and say, ooh, girl, I know she probably used a L tweezer, or ooh, honey, I could tell she used them straight tweezers on those. You cannot tell. You do not know what type of lash tweezers people are using. So use whichever lash tweezers are comfortable for you, okay? So, and I have my little scissors to cut my tape, right? So I have my two-sided tape, Scotch brand. I just get it at Walgreens. I actually order in bulk. So I ordered this off of Amazon. It's two-sided Scotch tape, permanent double-sided Scotch 3M tape. Now, once I learn how to put the links below in the video, I'll do that for you, okay? Everything that I talked about today, I will put the link in the video. Now, all the tools you can get on my website, because I do have a lash line called Beauty Box Noir, and I carry the tweezers, and I carry lash cleanser brushes, I carry the lash cleanser, the scissors, and under eye pads, okay? So that's that. Now, the other thing. So when I rinse the lashes, so we stopped at rinsing lashes, right, before I went to the tweezers. When I rinse the lashes, I actually use a 4x4. So I have a 4x4 and I actually open it up. I twist it and I put it over the client's eyes. And then I take the rinse, the distilled water, and what is this? Saline. And this has a dropper in it. So I just drop it. I do like 3 drops per eye, and I rinse, and then I can also blot the eye dry, and that's it. And so I do that, and then I put the eye pads on, okay? You gotta make sure the lashes are good and dry, and then you can put the eye pads on. Taping techniques, there are a couple different taping techniques if the client's lashes keep coming from under the eye pads, or if the client has sensitive eyes and their eyes are they tear up. Leave me a remark if you want to know information about taping, and I can do a whole video on that. That's a whole nother thing. But I believe that's it. Oh, I'm sorry. So also, once your client's lashes are finished, once I finish my client, I always use my little nebulizer to cure the adhesive, okay? And you put distilled water in the top, put the top down, okay? And then you just turn it on. And then it cures the adhesive. Now, I sell these too. My clients, ooh, excuse me. My clients, they love these. This, especially if they have dry eyes. If they have dry eyes, they like this. They use it after they get their lashes done. Clients love this. There's a little plug in the bottom for you to plug it into your computer or to your iPhone, or you can charge it that way. So that's what I use there. And I also have a glue container. So I keep my glue or my adhesive in this container, and it holds 3. So I have my quick dry, I have the sensitive, and then I have another quick dry. So these are all Beauty Box brand. Now, these are on sale on my website. I'm actually having a sale. These are the old brand, still the same great quality. And then this is my new branding. So I still have some of the other brand available with the old branding on it. But yeah, it holds 3, and you are able to keep your adhesive nice and safe. It also helps with the temperature. It keeps your adhesive standing up so that it doesn't fall over and you waste it, or you get the nozzle clogged. So this works really well to store your adhesive. Now, I believe that is all that I wanted to talk about. If there's any other questions of things that you need for your spa room or for your lash room, let me know. Oh, I forgot about the chair. So let's talk about the chair. I'm gonna turn you around this way. So this is, turn it a little bit more. Oh, there we go. That's a good view. Yes. This is my chair that I use for my clients, right? This is a barber chair. I like it because it fits all size people, right? I can lift it up on the side. I could just pump it up a little bit. Right? Turn it this way. It turns. And right here on this side, it reclines. So this reclines back. I love this chair. So for a very long time, I used to use a massage table. And as you can see, my massage table is still here in the corner, right? I still have my massage table. And I typically use that for facials or for waxing, because I am a licensed esthetician, and I don't use that as much anymore. So I lash my clients here in the lash chair. So it's a better experience for them. Clients that I have clients that are pregnant. I have clients that are older. I have clients that are, you know, short, they're petite. Clients that have back problems. This is a very sturdy chair. This is a barber chair, and it reclines. It has a footrest on it, so they can rest their feet, and they can be really, really comfortable. Most of the time, the clients just go straight to sleep when I lean them back in this chair, and it is just a really good experience. But again, I want to say to you, don't stress yourself out with thinking that you have to have the most expensive tools or products to use, okay? You can use a reclining chair. You want to get one that's vegan or pleather or not real leather, right? You could go to a Goodwill and find a nice chair and sanitize it real good. Massage tables, they're not that expensive, but you know, they do have different thicknesses on them, like the padding on the massage table. There's different thicknesses for comfortability for your client. And then you have the barber chair. They have hydraulic aesthetic chairs. There's so many things out there. Just don't stress yourself out about super expensive chairs and tables. You want to have a good, reliable product. You want to have good tweezers. You want to have a couple of sets of tweezers, because you don't want to drop your tweezers and then you don't have any other tweezers to use, and you have clients that are coming in. So tweezers can get unaligned, and then it would be hard to actually pick up lashes from the strip. So those are some things you want to think about. And you want to have a trash can that has a covered lid on it, and also a chair for you to sit in. You want to have one that goes up and down, and I'll show you. I hope you can see. Oh boy, no. Okay. So this is my cute little chair. And it goes down, goes up. I'm so close to you, right? Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's better. Yeah. So this is my little chair. And it's on wheels. And the chair goes up, right? And it goes down. Yeah. So I like this chair. This is the chair that I use. It has support for my back. It has some cushion here. I'm able to lift it up. I'm able to put it down. And I am typically, sometimes during the service, I will let the chair down so that I can actually manipulate the client's head and be able to see more lashes. So, and I like to be able to roll around the client. So my chair rolls, the client chair is adjustable. I can turn it. I can lift it up. I can lift it down. So there's a lot of different motions that are going on when I'm actually lashing. So don't be afraid to move your client around. And also made me think of something else too. When you have your client in your chair, you want to make sure that you can actually sit and see the client's lashes. You don't want to have to bend over this way to see the client's lashes, right? You want to be able to sit upright and for you to be able to lash and see the client's lashes. If you have to bend over, your back is gonna hurt, your neck is gonna hurt, your arms are gonna hurt, and the whole entire body is gonna be fatigued so much faster. So you want to make sure that when your client is in your chair and they're laid back and you're getting ready to lash, you want to make sure that you adjust that client's head so that you can actually see their lashes. So I like to say have their chin like pointing kind of diagonal to the ceiling and make sure their eyes are back. Now, you want to make sure you're comfortable so you can lash them the best way that you can. You also don't be afraid to ask the client to tilt their head and move their head until you get it to a place where you can actually see their lashes, right? Sometimes you have to, if you're using a massage table, sometimes you have to adjust that table several different times before you get it to the right height. I can remember having a client who was 5'10". I did her lashes, and then I had a client come in who was 5'1", and she literally, I did not have a stool, and she literally had to run and jump on the table because I didn't have any other way to get her up. I didn't have any little chairs. I didn't have anything. And so it took too long to adjust the table because you have to take every single leg off and you have to move it down to adjust the height of the table. And so what I started doing is lowering the back of the table and having the top of the table just a little bit higher so that all different heights of people could get on the table and not feel comfortable. And that worked for a little while. And then I upgraded and I got the barber chair. And again, I bought a barber chair instead of an aesthetic chair because the barber chairs they're pretty hardy and pretty sturdy. You know, if somebody comes and they flop down in your chair, it's not gonna come apart, it's not gonna be affected. I really like the barber chair. I would keep continuing to buy the barber chair. I like having that masculine energy in my space. I do. I like having that in my space. So it's really nice. But yeah, make sure that you have your client's head tilted at a comfortable position so that you can lash them properly. And don't be afraid to ask the client to adjust their head so that you can lash them properly. And I know as a new lash tech, it is sometimes hard to ask the client 2 times to do the same thing, right? Can you tilt your head back a little bit? Okay. Can you tilt your head back a little bit? Okay, right? Because then the client, they get comfortable, right? And you're like, oh God, she just moved her head down. Can you tilt your head back a little bit? Okay. I'm gonna need you to scoot back just a tad. It's like all of these different things you have to ask the client. And sometimes it's really uncomfortable, but you could do it. Because if you don't do it, your back is gonna hurt. The client is gonna be fine because she's sitting down, she's laying down, and she's getting her lashes done. She's about to take a nap, baby. But you, on the other hand, you need to make sure that your client, you can see her eyelashes, you're not having to bend over them, you're not putting a whole bunch of pressure and stress on your body. So that is, that it's easier for you to lash, right? So it's okay for you to ask them to move around, and you know, they're gonna get the best service possible. But oh, look at me. Oh my God, I forget. So as I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the light. The light! You've got to have good lighting. Gotta have good lighting. And while I'm talking about that, magnifying glasses, right? Now, 20/20 vision. A lot of people have really good vision, but when you are lashing, the depth perception is different and you're closer to the lashes. So the baby lashes or the adolescent lashes, you might not be able to see them as clearly. So having a magnifying glass or magnifying glasses, they really assist. And now look, these are so, I buy these are called Big Eyes. Big Eyes. And I get these on eBay. They are Big Eyes, as seen on TV, magnifying glasses. These are 5-time magnifiers. So when I put these on, I am like this close to the client's eyes, and I can go through and I can see all the lashes. So you can give them more lashes. You can lash better. You can isolate. Sometimes there's lashes that like sit right up under another one. They sit like in a little row, and you can't see them. And sometimes you'll lash one lash and then that other one will peek out and you're like, oh, wait a minute, there's another one. Oh, and there's another one, and there's another one, and there's another one, and there's another one, right? So magnifying glasses, right? And I think this is it for real. I feel like a Baptist preacher. Just one more thing. Let me get one. Jesus, let me give you one more thing. I'm about to close right now. I'm about to close right now. Listen, so lighting. So I'm super excited. So I have a Glam Core light. I have the Glam Core multimedia light. So it has 2 lighting fixtures on the side, and it's actually holding my phone in the middle. It has a remote control, so I can make it brighter, I can make it dimmer, I can change from warm, I can do warm lighting, right? Brighten it. I can do neutral lighting, right? Brighten it. And I can do cool lighting, brighten it. And I can turn it off. And I'm charging my phone while I'm talking to you. So what I'm getting ready to do is I'm gonna turn this phone around. I'm gonna take it off the charger so you can actually see. That is, so this is my Glam Core light. This is the Glam Core multimedia. Right? Has the switches on the side. And then this is where I have my phone charged in. This is where my phone was placed. These are the lights. Now this is my second light. The first, that's my second light. The first one that I had, the charger got broken because I had several people using the light. And on my days off, there would be people who were in my suite and they could use my suite. And so the charger cord got ripped. And so I bought a new cord, but then I also bought another light because this is a new light and it's a newer, they did an upgrade to it. I can't think of what the upgrade is right now. And I bought it for the upgrade. I don't know what the upgrade was. I don't know. But stay tuned because I have issues. I bought the Cosmo Glow light. Cosmo Glow. Oh, I think I'm gonna be in love. That thing, okay, I'll save it. I'll save it. Just wait. I'm getting ready to do, I'll show you. I'm gonna do a whole nother video. So stay tuned for that video. But again, if you have any questions about what you need to get started in your suite, which products you need, or what are the basic everyday things that you need, you know, let me know. Leave some information in the comments. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel so you can know when I list and have new information out. And also for the month of February in 2021, I am doing 50% off all of my Lash stuff products. My website is beautyboxnoir.com, and you can use the code. If you look in the summary, you will be able to see what the code is. So make sure to go on and stock up on your lash products. My products are curated. I have created a line that not only has my brand on it, but it is the best of the best. I've been using these products on my clients for 3 years, and these are the products that I offer, you know, to sell. So you have great products. But again, thank you so much for listening. I hope you got some really good tips out of this. And hopefully I wasn't too all over the place, but I gave you the information, and it was coming from my heart. And if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment. Thanks so much. Subscribe. Have a great day. Bye. So this is my Glam Core light. This is the Glam Core multimedia. Right? Has the switches on the side. And then this is where I have my phone charged in. This is where my phone was placed. These are the lights. Now this is my second light. That's my second light. The first one that I had, the charger got broken because I had several people using the light. And on my days off, there would be people who were in my suite and they could use my suite. And so the charger cord got ripped. And so I bought a new cord, but then I also bought another light because this is a new light and it's a newer, they did an upgrade to it. I can't think of what the upgrade is right now. And I bought it for the upgrade. I don't know what the upgrade was. I don't know. But stay tuned because I I have issues. I bought the Cosmo Glow Light. Cosmo Glow. Oh, I think I'm gonna be in love. That thing, okay, I'll save it. I'll save it. Just wait. I'm getting ready to do, I'll show you. I'm gonna do a whole nother video. So stay tuned for that video. But again, if you have any questions about what you need to get started in your suite, which products you need, or what are the basic everyday things that you need, you know, let me know. Leave some information in the comments. Like this subscribe to my channel so you can know when I list and have new information out. And also for the month of February in 2021, I am doing 50% off all of my Lash Stuff products. My website is beautyboxnoir.com, and you can use the code. If you look in the summary, you will be able to see what the code is. So make sure to go on and stock up on your lash products. My products are curated. I have created a line that not only has my brand on it, but it is the best of the best. I've been using these products on my clients for 3 years, and these are the products that I offer, you know, to sell. So you have great products. But again, thank you so much for listening. I hope you got some really good tips out of this. And hopefully I wasn't too all over the place, but I gave you the information, and it was coming from my heart. And if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment. Thanks so much. Subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.